Hello, I'm Will Sampson from FDMC Magazine and the Woodworking Network. We're in the shop today to talk about a couple of new shop aids from Microjig, which is famous for producing all sorts of different shop aids. First, I want to talk about push blocks. Now, there are all sorts of commercial push blocks on the market, and quite frankly, most shops, they probably do things like this: grab some scrap wood or cut something out a little fancier and make it work like that. And those work pretty good. Some of the commercial push blocks got all sorts of whistles and bells on them, and I think they're kind of too complicated. I like a push block that I can just grab it and use it, and it's going to work. Microjig created this one push block that has these little feet on it that I wasn't really as fond of, because I had to really pay attention to where it was and if it was going to work, and they had these color code things to figure out what the spacing was. It didn't work as well for me. But the new one that they have, it uses their basic gripper block, which I really like, which is fairly simple. It has a thin rubberized foot there, about 1/4 inch, and then about a 1/2 inch one over here, and then this one in the middle can be moved back and forth depending on where you need it. And the new one also comes, and this is a little on the fancier side, but maybe more than you need it. It has this little cursor and a rule in both metric and imperial, so you can set this exactly where you want it. I think most people are going to ignore that, and if I need to make a rip on here, I'm going to put this down and sight through, and that's going to be my setting. I don't need to be very precise with that. Another thing that it has, which is really great, is this very simple to use outrigger, which stabilizes it. So you can, when it's up like that, it's not as stable, and you can just tighten that down, and then it provides stable pattern through there. So that's a great little feature. And well, let's try it out. Put on my ears and turn on my dust collection. The great thing about it is that it stabilizes both the part you're cutting and the offcut, so that everything is stable all the way through, and there's no danger of kickback. So it's definitely nice. I mean, I use this narrow guy, but it's not even as narrow as this is. So this is actually superior for that, and stabilizes it. Another thing that I find handy, I have these magnetic grip tight blocks that I can put down that provide force into the rip fence. So that's another thing for push blocks. Now, another tool that Microjig introduced is these new clamps. These are great. They have they're just a regular fast action type clamp, but the really innovation thing that they have is this section right here is got a dovetail cross section. So you can fit it into any 1/2 inch 14-degree dovetail slot, which you can make things like that. And it gives you, if you make like a board like this, you have an instant tool for hold down, for very nice safe hold down. And it grips at 150 pounds pressure. So you can, make any kinds of tools that with this dovetail slot in it that you want, and that's gives you a lot of options for hold down. There's non-marring, and it works just fine. I'm going to raise up the blade there, and let's give it a shot. Nice clean cut. Well, that's what we got for today. You can find out more about Microjig clamps and push blocks and other shop aids that they produce at their website, which is microjig.com. And you can find more videos and product reviews on our website at woodworkingnetwork.com or in the pages of FDMC Magazine. And be sure to subscribe and like to this YouTube video so that you can see more of these when we come out with them. Thanks a lot for watching.